Welcome to Caching Waves. This is your Elliott Wave update for MANTA. Now it looks like we got one of our counts from yesterday. It was a little bit weak though, and I'm going to go over all that. But at the moment, just what I'm looking for on the larger trend on the 1 hour. This was our high over here in 3 waves. We had a 535. And as of now, we have 3 waves down, and considering right now that we're just consolidating in this area. As of right now, I'm only projecting this wave to the upside at the 1-to-1 extension of this W wave off the X for our Y at 353 on log scale. So that's all I'm projecting at the moment. We'll have to see the reaction over here to either get bullish or bearish after we reach that target. Now, areas where we fail is if this becomes something more complex, where this was like an ABC and this was some sort of ABC as well, but it's very ugly. That's why my primary count is this was all a corrective ABC as an expanded flat, and we need a connecting wave for this W wave off the X. And areas of invalidation would obviously be below this this low over here, in which case get stopped out on the trade I'm currently in, and we'd probably just drag down very slowly. So as of right now, looking for this move to the upside, and the question as of right now is how do we get there? So you can go down to the 15-minute. Yesterday I suggested a couple options. The first one was perhaps we make a 5-wave impulse up here, in which case I'd get bullish and consider this count different. Did not get that. I also suggested that if we just come up to the 1-to-1 area and then come back and correct like we have, that we're moving more correctively up to that Y wave, which looks like is what we're having. You can see why when I run extensions I always put the 618 on, because between the 618 and the 1-to-1 is usually where we get the pivot. And our ideal is the 1-to-1, but we don't reach it all the time. So what I see here is an A, an expanded flat, B, and this is a C. So we have a 3-wave move complete currently. As of right now, we have 3 down. So the question is, what comes next? When I look at this, my thought is we need more time sideways. If this is a 3-wave move, if you've seen me use time, I always put time on because it just really helps me navigate. So we could be complete here, where we have a 3-wave move as our A wave or W. So we can be complete, in which case we would just target the 1-to-1 of this entire move. This is more of a scalping trade than a longer term swing trade, because as of right now the 1-to-1 target is only at 315. That's why I said this could just get more complex, where we just simply move up in 3s. So it's difficult to hang on to, especially if you're paying a lot in fees, if you're trading with perpetual. So and again, remember we just have to get between the 618 and the 1-to-1. So we could come up here, not reach the 1-to-1, come back. So trading in corrections can be very, very frustrating. So as of right now, I'm still in my trade. If you watch my last video, my suggestion was if you wanted to leverage up was wait for this 1, 2, and then buy the breakout above this level in a trigger order, and then you can raise your stop and up your position size. We didn't get that, so you should still just be in the original trade. That's what I am in, and my stop's at this low at 276.37, and looking for us to reach that 1-to-1 on the Y wave at 353. Now, how we get there, it's going to be correctively in my mind, and it can be many different ways. Like this could this could be a 3. We could come up for a 3, make another expanded flat, come to between the 618 and the 121 in time, come down and make a flat where we come up and make 5 after that. It's really difficult to project when all we're getting is 3s. This could also make a double zigzag, and then we come up in 5. What are our other options? This could make a 3, and then we come down very sharply, and then we come up in our 5. Like, there's way too many options here when we start with 3, and we just have to watch the price action and pick the most probable one to happen, wave by wave. And as of right now, I'm pretty much at my original entry. I'm just leaving at my stop and letting this price action fill out until I get an accurate count. I do think that 1212 is very, very unlikely. Obviously, always have to be open to that option. But what that would be is a 1 2 1 2 1 2. But you can see how off the symmetry is. Like I give it like less than 5% chance in my view. So most likely correctively here. We'll see how complex we get, and I will make sure to update this as we go. As for time, expecting it to take at least till, hang on, it's not showing this chart, at least the 1-to-1 in time from the W off the X, which would take us out to March 4th on Monday, and it can take longer, about a week after that. So we'll see where we're at. But right now, stops at the low, trade setups literally like this, stop at this low, targeting that 1-to-1 at 353, sorry, up here. So it's a nice little trade setup currently, but just gonna let this play out. I'm not gonna get shaken out of the market. I'm not gonna leverage up this one because there's too many patterns that can happen. So it'll just frustrate the shit out of you. So no point doing that. Do we have anything? Not really. Indicators aren't telling us too much. No, there's nothing really there to lean into. All right, guys, so just expecting this to chop around till we get a good wave count. If we see 5 waves up, that's an early indication that we need another leg after that. So I will make sure to update this. If you want to see my updates on Twitter, it's at caching_waves. I just repost all the videos there. If you want to see the playlist, you can click on that. And thanks for watching.